few weeks ago, alone in my studio, I had a rant, and it's just about to come up. The rant is really about fashion and whether we've actually lost something. Listen to what I've got to say, then I'll tell you my conclusions and what we really should be doing about this. I don't think we've ever been more conscious of fashion and style than we are now, because of the availability of the videos, and whether that's a good thing or a bad thing. Now I think back to my school days, fashion to me then was what was my friends wearing. I had no idea whether they were wearing it in London or Paris or New York. That didn't matter. If my friends were wearing it, that was fashionable. That's what I wanted to wear as well. Then as I got older and it's to work, fashion was really irrelevant. I wore what was smart for the office, what others in the office were wearing, what people above me were wearing that I needed to aspire to dress the position you wanted to be in, you know? And so then it was skirt suits. And I had a skirt suit for every day of the week. And at weekends I wore jeans. That was my dress up, was jeans. I just lived in jeans, and I still do, don't I really? You know that from watching my videos. And I would dress up a pair of jeans according to a blouse that I might see in the shops that I like. Going back 15 years ago, say, fashion to me then was maybe what I saw others in the office wearing, or what I saw people on the train at the station wearing. It wasn't what any magazine said, it wasn't what a newspaper said, and it wasn't what a video said. But now there's so many videos telling us, including me, including mine. I've done the research, I've done those videos as well because they're popular, telling you what's going to be fashionable, telling me what's going to be fashionable. The reality is it's not. It's not going to be fashionable in my world. That's my real reality. And I think concentrating and thinking about so much about what's going to be fashionable and what's on trend, do we lose our sense of style, which is what it was about before? I do worry a bit about YouTube taking away that sense of confidence each individual has got over the years, acquired through buying things, trying them out, knowing what suits you, knowing what doesn't, for being told now, oh, you can't wear that, you can't wear that, you can't wear this, you can't wear that, you can't wear that. It's so much noise, fashion noise, isn't it? It's fashion noise, and it's drowning out our own sense of style. But I think what I'm saying here is what's happened to personal style. Now let's look at trends and fads. Fads are short term, they don't last long. An example of a fad is going to be the slits in the front of trousers and jeans right in the front. Another fad would be, say, jeans that are cargo jeans, that's a fad. Whereas bootcut jeans, skinny jeans, straight jeans, flared jeans, they're trends. It's a trend to wear those for a number of years. They're in style. Quiet luxury is a trend. Trends often are associated with a culture at the time. I often find contradictions when I'm doing my research. So when I'm looking at trends, I will find magazines, I will find blogs, I'll find videos that contradict. And they might contradict what I've seen on the runway, or it might be that they've seen different things on the runway and so on. And you come away with a feeling, well, actually, anything goes. So should we just get back to basics, back to personal style? Now, my monthly capsules that I used to do, and I should do again, revolve around my personal style. I will add a few maybe on-trend items that I know will last a multitude of years into those capsules, but it's using my old clothes, using my wardrobe and finding new ways to wear my wardrobe and refreshing my look year on year, month on month. So how are we going to develop our personal style? And to me, it's important to ignore fads, but actually do take notice of trends. So it's important to be able to identify the difference between them. One key thing for me personally is I feel best if I'm dressing for the occasion. So it would be silly to wear, say, a cocktail dress to my local pub, but if I was going to someone's house to a smartish event, drinks morning type thing, I'm not going to turn up in jeans. I don't dress for other people, I dress for me. So it's the weather and the occasion. Body shape, I take into consideration body shape. And for me, I like to emphasize my waist, which is why you see so much of my style is separates. If I wear dresses, they're generally going to be a shirt dress or a dress with a belt, or they will come in at the waist somehow to emphasize my waist. Now, it could be that your personal style needs to reflect your body shape, and it might be that you want to hide your tummy. It might be you want to emphasize your waist. It might be you want to emphasize your arms. You might have absolutely lovely arms. Obviously, another part of my body I need to consider and take into consideration when I'm looking at my own personal style is my height, because I'm only 5'2". Feet size used to be a big constraint for me because I'm a size 3 UK feet size, which is Diddy. And years ago, I had to make my shoes last as long as they possibly could, because it was a nightmare to go, when I was in my 20s, to go and buy new shoes. Now, size 3s are everywhere. It's absolutely fabulous, but I never actually developed a shoe love because there wasn't any point. So I had a handbag love and a scarf love instead. And a jewellery love. I avoid man-made materials as much as I can because I find they're not breathable, and I want a material that's going to not be too hot in the summer and too cold in the winter. And I find some of these man-made materials, they just don't do either. They're hot in the summer and they're cold in the winter, and they're not doing anything. So avoid those as much as I can. That's my motto. Then the third consideration is lifestyle. For me, we're in a sort of fairly relaxed town. It's not a particularly trendy town. No one would know what's in fashion or out of fashion, really, when I go out and about. And I walk a lot. We walk to the pub. We walk maybe through the woods to a country pub, or down to the town, to a town pub. Again, either. No one is worrying about trends in those locations, but I do need to consider my outerwear for the weather and my footwear for comfort for walking. And that has to come into my personal style because it's part of my lifestyle. Your location, well, I mentioned that my location, it's not a city, it's not a trendy town. So I could look out of place if I was going for really extreme fads. My own tolerance of washing or dry cleaning. I hate to have things that need to be dry cleaned. Why have that expense? I really, washing in the machine, hang it on the line in the summer, that's me. Now, I do know also from past history, from looking at pictures and so on and putting capsule wardrobes together, one of my personality style traits is that I love colour on top. I'm not one for that classic minimalist style where everything's very neutral. I know I'm wearing that today as an example, but I wouldn't want to dress all the time as a minimalist. So minimalist minimalist colours. I like a pair of jeans or a neutral trouser on the bottom, and I like a pattern. Well, this is stripes, there's a pattern, or colour on top. Now I'm wearing this today actually with then a pair of sort of wide leg loose trousers with, I've got a side stripe down the side. So that's sort of bringing that to casualify, that's a word, casualify of sort of what could be seen, if you're just seeing the top of me, as a French minimalist style here that's very classic. I do love, and I think it's important for us to think about people who inspire us. And for me, it's not necessarily somebody in real life. I get inspiration a lot from TV shows and movies because they're often up to date with the trends, but not the fads. And you might see a character who's similar to you, similar build, similar colouring to you, and you think, actually, I like the way that character's dressed. And then it's a way of inspiring your outfit. It's not influencing them, inspiring them. It could be a newsreader. It could be somebody who does the weather on TV. Often that's good inspiration because that's not extreme, but it's up to date. They'll pick up on a colour, like they'll be wearing pink or they'll be wearing brown. And it might not be fashion YouTubers that can inspire you, because there are such well-dressed women that are doing other niches. They're doing cookery channels, or they're doing interior design, or they're doing gardening channels. Or I don't know, I'm just coming up with ideas. But it's not only fashion YouTubers and creators that dress well. So find your muse, and best to find somebody who's got a similar body shape and colouring to you and height to you, if you can establish what their height is. And you've got to love their style. Obviously listen to videos, take notice of videos, but and that information's good, but keep in mind your own constraints when you're listening. We've established what the constraints are, so your locality, your lifestyle, your body shape. Treat the videos as a shopping resource, including mine, And I've got a resource here that I keep this up to date, this website up to date all year round. So whenever you're watching this video or watching one of my videos, this will be up to date with what's in the shops. Pinterest, be careful with that as a resource because it doesn't really date the clothes. You don't know if you're looking, or the images, you don't know if you're looking for an image that you absolutely love, you think that's a great image, but it could be a 5-year-old image, and so then you're replicating something that's really out of date look. So that's a got a bit of a warning, Pinterest. Actually, make sure that you're looking at a modern, up-to-date pin. And overall, I think an expression to aim for is we want to be up to date. We don't want to be on trend. We don't want to be faddy. We don't want to be out of date. We don't want to be old-fashioned. We just want to be up to date. Now remember to create your outfit. Don't follow it exactly. Create it to suit you, what resonates with you. Don't be dragged down by fads. Don't be dragged down by trends. Don't feel that you are being told all the time what you have to wear, what you have to copy, what you mustn't wear. If something really, really, really appeals to you, forget what other people are saying. Remember, let's come back to personal style. Be inspired to evolve your personal style. Think about whether you need to declutter. Is there a lot in your wardrobe that when you open your wardrobe, you can't see the wood for the trees, you can't see the blouse for the trousers, you know? You can't see the needle in the haystack or the camisole for all the t-shirts. Have a weed. Take things out, get rid of them if they're old and aged and old-fashioned or don't fit you. So as your wardrobe is easy to see what's there, easy to pick what's going to go together, and easy to see, that item inspires me today. That's what I want to wear. Clutter in your wardrobe can be draining. And when it's there and it's 5 years old, 6 years old, 10 years old, you can't see your own personal style now in that wardrobe. It's not talking to you anymore. And yes, you can be bold when you're getting dressed. If that's what speaks to you, be bold. Try, experiment, evolve. You'll only make the mistake once. If you don't feel comfortable, you won't wear that again, will you? So try it. See. And so the result of this is, yes, I haven't done a monthly capsule for a while. I will do one for April, and that will be coming up next week. But in the meantime, if you would like to see last March's capsule wardrobe, it's here, and March's outfits here. And with that, I'll see you all in a very, very fashionable video later on.